Joy to be here. And for me, it's not work. I would say that the choir has been working very hard, and we've had 3 practices every week, plus many people have had private lessons. So it'll be really fun to share that with you later on in a few minutes. It is such a blessing. This music is so powerful, as many of you have experienced. It has the power to really transform us from the inside out. And I've been singing and playing music really all of my life since I was very little. All kinds of music, from a children's choir and rock and roll band and everything in between. And when I first heard Swamiji's music over 40 years ago, it just hit me on such a deep level that I knew I was home. And I've had the great blessing of being a part of many singing groups throughout the years at Ananda. When Swamiji first started singing the songs, he was just playing the guitar, accompanying himself, and then he started teaching them to everyone else, and there became arrangements where there would be 4 parts, not just the melody, but harmonies to it. And the first group was called the Gandharvas, and we all had our long kind of hippie skirts and our blouses, and then we got a little more refined over the years, and the Ananda singers started going out on tour, and there's the Joy Singers, and in India we formed the Ananda Joy Singers the last 2 years of Swamiji's life, and then we have all these choirs throughout the world, the Ananda World Brotherhood choirs, and now we have the Delhi choir, it's been wonderful. And you don't have to be a singer. That's just a beautiful thing about it. You don't have to be a musician. In fact, most of the people who've been involved in Ananda music, I've met so many people who thought they couldn't sing. They were in elementary school, and the teachers would say, just keep your mouth shut, or go stand behind the piano. Really, I had someone tell me that. And it's quite extraordinary, because the music has the power to transform us as we sing. And we know the power of Kriya, and I would say that the music is a close second. At least it has been for me in my life. And it's pulled me through hard times, and it's carried me around the world, as you can see. And the songs have the ability to you have joyful songs, and you have very deeply inspirational songs, and you have energetic songs, and like the chants, they have their own flavor. And I think of Ananda music as kind of being 2 branches of the same tree. And we have the chanting, which is so helpful for helping us to go deep into meditation and prepare ourselves. And then we have the songs, which are more outward in a sense, because we're performing, and so there's a little bit of a difference there, but they have the same power, as where our bodies are our vehicles, and the vibration is flowing through us as we are singing. So it really changes us. And if you know about instruments, the old violins, Stradivarius, or guitars, the more they are played, the sweeter the sound, because the vibration of the music changes something in the wood. And I think it's the same for us. So I encourage you all to come join the choir. Swamiji encouraged everyone to sing in the choir at Ananda Village. And I've only met a handful of people who really couldn't sing quite with the choir, but they're still encouraged, because it's for us. It's also for the audience, And so in that way, we practice and we refine ourselves, and we try to sing in harmony, and we try to be channels. We ask to be channels so that the music can flow through us and bring joy and inspiration to the people who are listening to us. But ultimately, it is for our own spiritual growth and upliftment. So just one more thing about the music that we'll be singing. Swamiji, as you may know, has written over 400 pieces of music. And when he first started, some close to 60 years ago, I think, he just asked for songs to come through, and they would be there. He'd have a thought, or as he started traveling around the world, he would ask for different songs from different cultures, and so he has quite a variety of music. He has some songs from Egypt and a few songs from Japan, and many songs from India and Romania, and because all these places that he would go to a place, he would tune in to the music, and then like magic. And when he would talk about it, he made it sound so easy. And so I thought, well, I'll try to write some music. And I went to some music camps. It's not so easy. For him, he made everything look so easy. And what a wonderful gift we've had in our lives to have Swamiji be such a perfect example of channeling Master and channeling the divine. And the music is certainly one of the greatest things that he's given to us. So now I'd like to invite the choir to come up. Can the back row take us one step to your right? All the way, yeah. A little bit more. Okay. Good. See, it's don't they look beautiful? Yes. There's so many things to think about when you're learning how to sing in a choir. It's a little bit like driving a car. I mean, looking beautiful is it's easy for these guys. Sounding beautiful and listening. And so this has been a great transformation. The last 3 years, they all have 3 weeks, worked very hard. 3 weeks. This first song is an invocation. Lord, we've come to share thy music, share our wonder in thy love. Lift our hearts on rays of gladness to thy light above. Excuse me. These next two songs are from Swamiji's oratorio, Christ Lives in the Holy Land and in You. And there's a whole body of work where Swamiji went to the Holy Land in Israel. This is a Holy Land too, so I have to distinguish that. And he meditated in all of the places of Jesus' life and Mary's life and John the Baptist and all of these very sacred places. And when he came back, he was flooded with all these melodies and these words and many choir songs, instrumentals, solos. And a few years later, I had the great blessing of going with him in our first pilgrimage to the Holy Land. And we sang all of the songs in the places where they were birthed. And I feel that we spiritualized them on that trip, just the way Master spiritualized the cosmic chants. So if you ever have a chance to go on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, and I know that Asha is leading one in January, Ananda Sisi leads them, we sing the songs at the places, and it's indescribable. I can't really tell you. You just have to go and experience it yourself. So this is a new tomorrow, and then I like
it. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends a sun high in the sky, who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would cast the challenge high? La 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 la.
Even so, all of us together can create a better land. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. La 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 la. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. So in the last few years of Swamiji's life, I'm sure many of you saw him here up in Gurgaon or Delhi, and he would end his programs with 2 songs. And in honor of Swamiji, I would like to ask us to stand while we sing this, and then we will actually end our program with the other one. But this one is Thy Light Within Us Shining. And if you know it, you are invited to sing along with us the second time through. We'll sing it twice. Hum your note. Room for Nayantara there in the back, I think. Good? Everybody good? I'll just explain here. We have on the alto section over here in the corner, you can see them all huddled together. The altos have to learn a totally different song and sing harmony, as well as the basses, the men here. And we don't have tenors, but when you're singing choral music, there's 4 parts. Soprano are the high women's voices, and alto are the lower women's voices. And then the tenor are the high men's voices, and the basses are the lower men's voices. And so in essence, you have 4 different songs happening. The sopranos sing the melody, generally speaking, and that's what you can hear when you're singing a chant. That's the melody. But the other parts they have to work extra hard, and then they have to hold their part when everybody else is singing something else. And we will experiment with this a little bit later. You will get to experience this. This next song is from Swamiji's wedding music, and it is called Lord, May We Serve You. Okay, just 1 minute. Lord, may we serve you all our days, ever rejoice to sing your praise. As we together your wisdom seek, charge us with truth whene'er we speak. Lord, may we ever know thy will. Come to us when our hearts are still. As we your guidance with joy receive, may we as one your bliss achieve. So each one of Swamiji's songs is a prayer in itself. And so when we're singing them, we are actually really trying to sing these words with consciousness and awareness, and it's like an affirmation, a strong affirmation. And the music, of course, helps to convey the same energy of that. Okay. This is Nightingale. probably have heard this song, seen this song also in the Finding Happiness movie. Many of Swamiji's songs have a universal message, and they all do, really, but this is one that is very particular for me because it's very universal in the sense that no matter what country you live in, what your heritage, your genealogy, whatever, we are all still family and we're all still brothers. In this case, brother.
And sisters.
We've been laughing because, yeah, the song's Brothers. And we have Amit.
I've lived in many countries and mixed with many men. I've shared the days of sunshine, gone with them in the rain. The fires at evening said we were brothers. The fires at evening said we were brothers.
A soldier I saw weeping beside a dying friend.
My officers had said I must hate him till the end. But seeing his grief I knew we were brothers. But seeing his grief I knew we were brothers.
A man sat on a doorstep to see the children play.
The gentle way he smiled there would charm your fears away. A stranger he, but love made us brothers. A stranger he, but love made us brothers.
One day I climbed a mountain with friends of other land.
The words we used were different, but joy one understands.
Our gladness in God's word made us brothers. Our gladness in God's word made us brothers. Though words and customs vary like waves upon the sea, one life beneath the surface binds everyone to me. Who knows the truth knows all men as brothers. Who knows the truth knows all men as brothers. Then brothers, why endeavor to set ourselves apart? The fences we've been building squeeze tight upon our hearts. Come sing the truth that all men are brothers. Come sing the truth that all men are brothers.
Okay. Now, singing in parts like that might seem intimidating, but you're going to get a chance to try. This is a round, and a round, are you familiar with rounds here in India? It's the same song, but it's staggered, so people come in at different times. And you stay holding your part, and then you magically are singing in harmony. So there are other people singing the same song, but it's a different place in the song, so it becomes a harmony. So we're going to sing this together, all of us, you too, and then we're going to split up in two sections, and you'll be able to hear that you can actually sing a harmony. The words are, give me a light to light my way. Why don't we repeat that? Give me a light to light my way. Truth is the light, so wise men say. Truth is the light, so wise men say. So we'll sing this 4 times together. Give me a light to light my way. Truth is the light, so wise men say. Give me a light to light my way. Truth is the light, so wise men say. Give me a light to light my way. Truth is a light, so wise men say. Give me a light to light my way. Truth is a light, so wise men say. Give me a light to light my way. Truth is a light, so wise men say. Okay, we have a very obvious delineation here. So this group, why don't we, you step forward a little bit, half of you, yeah? Okay, that will be one group, and then this group, you can maybe just, step forward a little so we're a little closer to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you in, and then I'll bring the other group in too, okay? So don't sing until I'm right in front of you saying, okay? We'll start with this one. Give me a light to light my way. 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 Truth is a light to light my way. Give me a light to light my way. Truth is a light to light my way. Give me a light to light my way. Truth is a light to light my way. Truth is a light to wise men say. Well done. You can see it's a little tricky, yeah? You can't really listen to these people. Some people, when they're first learning, they block the ear, and that actually helps. It's so we read. Door of my heart. So this is a chant. Some of the songs can be chants and songs. In Italian, there's only one word. We differentiate between a song and a chant, and some of them kind of are borderline. That could very well be like a chant, but in Italian it's canti, which means songs and chants. This next one is Door of My Heart, and Swamiji wrote harmonies for this. So again, I invite you to sing along with us after the first time through. We'll sing it twice, so the first time just the choir, so that you can hear the harmonies, and then you can sing it again. Please join us.
Open wide, I keep
This beautiful song was actually, it's words of two of Master's poems put to music by a devotee at Ananda Village, Maitri, who was a high school student there, and now she's, my age, and she teaches yoga at the Expanding Light, but it's a very special song. Keep calling him. Keep calling him, keep calling him, keep calling him. Whether he replies or not, keep calling him. In the temple of unceasing prayer, believe that he's approaching there, and call to him, keep calling him. Thou dost know I'm praying, Lord, you know I love no other. I'll speak not, nor ask when to expect from you an answer. You know my heart. I'll call to thee again. Keep calling him, keep calling him. Whether he replies or not, keep calling him. I'll wash thy feet of silence with the waters of my tears. The altar of my soul will be empty till thou comest. I'll wait for thee, no matter days or years. Keep calling him, keep calling him. Whether he replies or not, keep calling him. In the center of my heart I have a mystic throne for thee. The candles of my joys are dimly burning now in hope, awaiting thy coming. Though it be eternity, keep calling him, keep calling him. Whether he replies or not, keep calling him. Even when there's no reply, never let your longing die, and call to him, keep calling him.
will receive his answer. Keep calling him, keep calling him, keep calling him.
This is from Swamiji's collection of Irish music. The Celtic music is a famous Celtic harpist, Derek Bell, who's a devotee of Master and Swamiji and Ananda. And he's from a famous group. He's no longer with us, but no, that's not their name. But and they won Grammys every year. They're a very famous group, and this escapes me right now. But he asked Swamiji to write some Celtic music, Irish music, and so Swamiji obliged and came up with 2 different albums called Mystic Harp. Okay, we'll end our program this morning, as I mentioned before, with the song that Swamiji always ended his programs with towards the end of his life, Peace.
Peace gave us the mountain. Peace gave
coming.